called two-stepping. Have you heard of that?
No.
It's where you work the first part of the first step, right? You know you're an alcoholic. You know you belong here. Kind of cruise through the unmanageability and then the 2 through 11, and then get to 12 and just start being of service. You don't really take into your heart the rest of the other 11 and a half steps. Yeah. And so what that does is you don't pray, you don't meditate, you don't inventory, you're not looking to do contrary action on your character defects. You're not recognizing the importance of pause after that first thought from the second step, right? Like coming to believe that I am insane, that therefore I need a power greater than myself to restore me to sanity. It's, you're an alcoholic, you're an addict, you need to go to these meetings, you need to be of service. So that's what you do. You go to meetings and you be of service. And you might stay sober for some time, but the idea of the rest of those steps is that they allow you to bring the same solution and peace that you get from sponsoring a guy, being of service, going to a meeting, into every other aspect of your life, into your work life, into your relationship. And that was the peace, while subconsciously at times, yes, by just being a good guy and having this moral standard of life, I was able to bring into some aspects of my life. It also was fully self-reliant at the same time. I was depending on my morals and my ethics to maneuver through life, right? My. It's all self-reliance, right? But when I'm just a link in the chain, so when I'm dependent on myself, when I fall short, it's the worst thing in the world. It's all on me. The mistakes, I'm a piece of shit. When I know, I have self-knowledge. I know what's right and wrong, right? So when I fall short, it's this tremendous amount of pressure, right? And that's what happens when you don't have a higher power in your life. You put a tremendous amount of pressure on self, because everything is about self, right? Yeah. The sponsorship service, that's all image, right? That's I'm doing this because I'm supposed to be doing it, and it's a status or whatever, right? When I found this reliance on a power greater than myself, when I found a reliance on AA as a whole, I no longer was singular in my accomplishments or an individual in my accomplishments. I shared my accomplishments with Alcoholics Anonymous. I gave my accomplishments to God, right? Versus, and then also my shortcomings and my failures, I also get to share those with other people and know that I'm an imperfect human being. And so it alleviates the pressure by however much I'm willing to ask for help and rely, know that, this is an ideal that I'm trying to achieve. It's not a perfection that I will ever achieve, a level of perfection that I'll ever achieve. And so a lot of it had to do with going easy, being easier on myself, being nicer to myself, being more loving to myself, knowing that I'll never be perfect, but I can attempt on this daily basis through inventory and prayer and meditation, and then service in order to get to that point. And it's just been, well, even